The internet has long held a fascination with cars, perhaps to an extent that some would argue is a bit, well, let's just say, excessive. Nevertheless, I thought it would be cool to dive back into cyberpunk and do some car photography. I've been a hobby photographer for many years, mainly focusing on landscapes, so I thought this would be a fun challenge. Now please welcome today's subject, the Porsche 911 Turbo. This car is an absolute beast, and it's great to see Porsche and CD Projekt Red working together to bring this car into the game. For this challenge, I want to photograph this car in 3 different settings, each representing the life paths you can choose at the beginning of the game: Corpo, Street Kid, and Nomad. Why don't we add some rules for this challenge to make things a bit more exciting? Number 1, for each category, I'll only be able to take 3 photos. Let's just act like I have a film camera with only 3 shots remaining. Number 2, I only have 1 minute to get all 3 of my shots for each category, but that timer stops while I'm in photo mode. Number 3, I can choose the starting location and the time of day to balance out the timer rule. Number 4, I am not allowed to make changes to the photo outside of the game. And for the final rule, viewers can comment which category was the best to decide a winner. As you can probably guess, we're doing the Nomad shoot first. Nomads were regular people formerly ensnared in the corporate grind and subsequently ousted with the stigma that hindered future employment, have transformed into free-spirited wanderers and members of motor gangs navigating the open roads with newfound independence. Obviously, I'm shooting in the Badlands for this category, and for my location, I'm going to choose this spot that's overlooking Night City to maybe symbolize leaving everything behind and resorting to a new lifestyle. I've also set the time to 6 p.m. so I can get that glorious golden hour lighting. And without further delay, let's get started in 3, 2, 1, and go. I'm gonna go into photo mode right away to pause that timer. I chose a pretty good starting location, and I think a shot of the back of the car overlooking the city along with a meadow of wind turbines would work really well. I'll look through the presets to find a good starting point and adjust it to my liking. We'll use the rule of thirds to place the car on the right of the photo. The autofocus is horrible, so I'll turn that off and manually set our focus to the car's taillight. I'll drop the highlights just a bit, and I think we have our first shot. Let's start back up the timer and get our next shot. I want to capture some motion in this next one, so let's try to kick up some dirt or tire smoke. I messed up a bit and didn't get as much smoke as I wanted, but let's work with what we've got. I think a vertical shot of the back of the car would look pretty good, so let's rotate the entire thing 90 degrees. I want to get the entire Porsche logo in the shot, so let's move the camera slightly. Now let's just adjust the focus and our second shot is done. I'm not sure what I want to do for this last shot, but maybe just a full frontal view of the car would be best. I really didn't like the car's position here, but we have a decent bit of time left, so let's find a better spot. This is a much better spot, and we have a great view of Night City in the back. I really misjudged the time I had left, so I rushed a lot, but I'll try to manage my time better in the other categories. I'll set the preset to the front of the car, adjust the zoom, and lastly the focus, and that's our final shot. Here's all 3 of the images together. Our next location will be at Konpeki Plaza, where we'll do our Corpo-themed photo shoot. The Corpo realm epitomizes an advanced stage of capitalism pushed to its extreme and inevitable conclusion. Corporations wield unprecedented power, surpassing that of any government, where the value of life is diminished and individuals within these corporate entities perpetually strive to outmaneuver each other in an unrelenting pursuit of advantage. I can't think of a better place for a Corpo-themed shoot, however, we'll have to break in if we want to shoot inside. Luckily, it's pretty easy. I thought it would be a lot harder, but we just have to jump this fence, and that's pretty much it. You'd think a place as prestige as this would have better security, but oh well, on with the shoot. I'm going to set the time to around midday to get more of that blue light to achieve a colder tone for this set of photos. Just got to line the car up for my first shot, and I think we're ready to start. 3, 2, 1, and pause. I can see some nice orange lights on the ceiling and to the right of the car. The view of the city is also pretty good, and the reflective floor adds a touch of class, even though the car itself isn't exactly luxurious. Here's the first shot. For the next two shots, I incorporated this puddle to get some nice reflections of the car. Let's try to give a shot of the front of the car first. After some photo mode magic, this is the result. Now let's line a shot up for the back of the car. I just realized that I did all vertical shots for this theme. The photos I took just seemed to look better in portrait rather than landscape. All that's left is to line this up, and that's our final corpo shot. And here's all three of them together. Shoot for the day is themed after the Street Kid life path, and I think it's my favorite because we get to do some street photography. Street kids have spent the majority of their lives navigating the gritty streets of Night City. They possess a deep understanding of the urban landscape, the various gangs, the local slang, and a keen awareness of the city's lower life dynamics. Let's start our shoot dead center in the middle of the road. 3, 2, 1, go and pause. Pretty simple shot here. I'm going to get a 3/4 shot of the car with the city in the background. I'm also going to set the camera low to the ground so I can use the lane marker as a leading line into the car. For this next shot, I'm going to park the car right next to this curve and capture it from behind. I got a really nice reflection of the car in this puddle. Here's what we got. It's time for our final shot of the video, and I really wasn't sure on this one. These lights look pretty cool, but I'll have to make some room first.
No touch! Where should I hide?
Now that we've safely secured a spot, we just have to line our car up. I'm gonna angle the camera to the front of the car and wait for the lights to turn red to match the theme of the other photos, and we're all set. So, which theme was your favorite? I'll add the full quality photos down in the description so you can download them and judge for yourself. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.